Hey guys, this is Andy Powers with Taylor Guitars. You're here at Summer NAMM 2019. And we've got a couple of, we've been working on some new guitars. Got a couple of exciting new things to show you today. This one is a 562 CE 12-string guitar. Now this is something that we had first designed and launched a couple years ago, but now in this case, this is the first time we've built a 12-string guitar with our V-Class architecture inside. Now, this is a particularly unique instrument because, as we all know, 12-string guitars, they're hard to tune. I mean, as the saying goes, half the time you spend tuning it, the other half of the time you're out of tune. But in this case, because of the way the V-Class architecture is functioning, it's like the first time I can really hear a 12-string guitar actually play in tune. Because of the unique intonation aspect of the V-Class design, we get volume, we get sustain, but we get these notes that are very accurately placed with their intended frequency. So most of the time, you try and tune an octave course, and the two frequencies, those two strings want to fight each other. It's like they're repelling each other from this kind of hard to achieve middle ground. And in this case, that factor just doesn't exist. It's not there in the same way. So we get to have this voice where everything we play is beautifully in tune, to the point where it doesn't, unless you deliberately detune it a little, it doesn't have the same traditional 12-string jangle, that kind of warbly shimmer sound. It's more like a 6-string guitar that has a huge amount of harmonic richness. So this is something that it's really exciting for me because I haven't heard or played a guitar quite like this before. And one of the other unique aspects of this guitar is you notice on this bridge, these 12 strings, they're double mounted. So there's only 6 bridge pins on this design. Now, some other traditional coarse instruments or pair string instruments use a similar idea. Some mandolins are like that, some Hawaiian taro patch ukuleles and whatnot. But in this case, we've specially engineered this particular bridge and this string ramp so that these strings can hit the saddle with a very even, uniform break angle over the saddle. Rather than having one real weak sounding string and one much stronger, we can even out the pressure between both strings so they function a lot better. We end up with an incredible balance into the pickup system and a really uniform response out of the voice of this guitar. So this is a 562 CE model. Hope you guys enjoy it and check it out. Hey guys, Andy Powers with Taylor Guitars here. And this particular instrument that I'm holding, this is our new Builder's Edition K24. Now some of you might be familiar with the Builder's Edition K14 guitar that we introduced our V-Class bracing idea on a few years ago. This is a similar guitar, but with some adaptations to include a solid koa top. Now what's so fascinating with this is the response of every note. When I include a hardwood top on there, you get this natural compression effect on the attack of each note you play. Where you've got good volume, you've got this great sustain, this incredible intonation, but there's a smoothness that you get to the sound that makes for like this, it's like a perfectly manicured voice, like it's already been EQ'd and compressed or post-processed or mixed right. So we get this sound that's perfectly placed for stage use, for in front of a microphone or with other musicians. You have even sound pressure, even voice, even balance over the whole spectrum. Now this being a builder's edition guitar, you'll see this beveled armrest in this compound contour cutaway where there's no corners or bumps or hiccups for your playing hand. All the body edges have this special edge treatment where they're all chamfered and radiused off. So there's no sharp corners or unusual things to catch on you. The idea is the two ways you can make a guitar better are to make it sound better and feel better. That translates to a really wonderful music experience. So this particular guitar we've just started making, it's a K24 model. So for more information, check out taylorguitars.com. Hey folks, now this guitar I'm holding here is one of our new 712 12 fret grand concert guitars. Now over the last year we've been slowly rolling out our V-Class internal architecture throughout our grand concert guitar body sizes. Now what's so interesting with this, the V-Class platform, it's a totally different type of architecture for the inside of the guitar. And rather than just making more of the same kind of guitar, more of the same sort of sound, or trying to fill out, different models at price points or whatnot, this idea allows us to deliberately control the voice of different tone wood pairings and different guitar styles to make a different set of musical characteristics out of each one of these instruments. Because let's face it, we all play different from each other. Our songs, our repertoire, our style, every musician's playing is as unique as their own fingerprints. And so when we build these guitars, each one of them needs to have a unique voice to offer something great to a musician. This particular model is East Indian rosewood on the back and sides, Lutz spruce on top. But it has this voice that's all its own. There's a tremendous amount of power and volume for a relatively small grand concert body size, but with a very rich, harmonically dense response. It's a 24 7/8 scale length, relatively short neck because of the 12 fret design, so it has the strings have a real slinky, real easygoing response out of it. So for more information, check out taylorguitars.com. This one is a 712E model with our Expression System 2 pickup. You're looking at acoustic guitar.